Now that we understand how LLM systems are structured, from prompts to plugins to infrastructure, it's time to dive into the first and probably most talked about vulnerability on the OWASP top 10 list, prompt injection. This one targets the prompt layer, where users interact directly with the model. Because it's the most exposed part of the system, it is also the easiest to manipulate and one of the hardest to fully lock down. But before we jump into how attackers exploit it, let's talk about what a prompt really is. In the world of generative AI, a prompt is simply the input you give the model to tell it what exactly do you want from it. It could be a question, a command, or a chunk of code, anything that guides the model's response. For example, you might ask, write a LinkedIn post about our product launch next Thursday. Make it sound exciting but professional as well. That's a user prompt, which is typed into the interface you see. But there's another layer most people do not see, which is the system prompt. This is a hidden set of instructions for the LLM system telling it how to behave. It might sound like you are a helpful assistant, keep responses under 200 words, use a friendly tone, and avoid pricing information. This prompt you are not able to see as a user. This is specifically for the system. So when you will give the model a prompt, it's really working with both the system prompt, which sets the rules for the model to follow, and your user prompt, which gives the task to the model to perform. Together, they shape the output. Today's LLMs are multimodal, which means that prompts aren't just text anymore. They can also include images, audio, or even video. For example, you could upload a product photo and say, write a caption highlighting the top 3 features from this image. The better your prompt, the better the output. But here's where things get risky. Prompts can also be used to trick the model. In the next video, we will explore how attackers do just that, using a technique called prompt injection, and why it's a growing concern for anyone building with large language models. So stay with me.